Welcome back to the forge. For today's project, we're going to make this Harpoon style Bowie. What we have is a piece of 5160. This came from a coil spring off of an LMTV. It's a great big military truck. We're going to take it from its round bar form, which is this form right here. We're going to create this. What we have to do is we have to draw it out that direction and this direction. We're using fullering dies to make that happen. This right here, where the bolster is, normally you would see a guard there or no guard at all on most of our knives. Today we're going to leave this thickness here. That'll allow us to shape it a little bit later on, and we're going to draw this out tonight or today. So by the end of the day, we'll have it forged to shape and ready for annealing. Strike right here, flattening out. Good. Okay. So I didn't introduce my sons. Both of my sons have volunteered to help me today. This is Gabriel, is my oldest son. This is Lucas. He's my youngest son. So they are my power hammer today. What we've done so far is we've just taken the fuller and we've isolated where that bolster is going to be at, where the tang is going to be drawn out, and where the rest of the blade is going to be. Then we've taken and the tip, and we've tapered the tip down, so now when we flatten everything, we'll still have that point on there. It won't be as difficult later on to create that tip. Alright, so what we've done is we've drawn our steel out roughly to the length that we want. We're still going to get some more length out of it, but if we keep just hammering on it with just the hammers, just the surface of the hammers, the steel is going to go in all directions. Alright, so our steel is malleable. Each time you hit it with a hammer blow, the steel, this portion right here, is going to move in all four directions. With just a regular faced hammer. So what I'm doing is I'm taking what's called a fullering hammer. It's a hammer that has just a very narrow round portion to it, and as we apply that to our steel here, it only allows it to move in two directions. So as I apply that to my steel and the boys strike it, it's pushing the steel only in those two directions. And that's how we're getting our width that we want. Otherwise, we would just we'd end up with a long bar. Just kind of look something like this. It wouldn't be quite as wide as what we want. Okay, so we finished forging. What we have is pretty close to the shape that we were looking for. We've retained the mass here on the bolster so we can grind into. There's enough there that we can grind away what we don't want. Shaped it up for our harpoon. Long flat edge along the bottom. What we're going to do now is I'm going to take and heat this back up to critical temperature. I'm going to put it in some wood ash, some fine sifted ash, and it's going to keep it hot for a while, and it's allowed to cool down very, very slowly. And the process of cooling down slowly is going to take the hardness out of it and take a lot of the stress out of the material that we've put into it by hammering on it so much. Once it comes out of there, we'll refine our shape, go to the grinder, do our flat portion along the top here, clean up this bottom end here, accent our choil right in there, and clean up this top. And then it'll be ready for a final grind, or initial grind on it, and ready for heat treat. In our next video, we're going to show you what we're going to do there. So, thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. Come on back to the Ogre's Forge.